And this next one, we got a big fight between Irene Aldana and Norma Dumont. Two girls that are still kind of vying to potentially be in line for a title shot. Irene Aldana has already fought for the belt against Amanda Nunes in a losing effort. Norma Dumont, she probably should have got a title fight at 145 if that was a real division, but obviously there wasn't many fights. She was kind of the de facto champion up there, beating all the number one contenders, but never got that real title shot for the belt. So dropped down to 135, won her last fight, and is now looking to kind of break through and maybe finally get that title fight that's eluded her for this whole time that she's been in the UFC. But originally, I was leaning towards Norma Dumont. I thought that she would be able to use some footwork, move laterally, mix in some leg kicks, use that jab, kind of intercept Aldana, keep her at bay, and then time those takedowns, or at least that clinch, hold Aldana against the cage, and control her en route to a victory. And I do still think that if Dumont can get on top, she's going to be able to have some decent control time. I think she could control against the cage potentially too. But Irene Aldana, I ultimately think she's going to have a lot bigger advantage on the feet than I kind of originally was thinking before I kind of looked into it a little bit more again. I feel like Aldana is going to be way faster. Her footwork is going to be better. She's going to be pressuring forward and forcing that pocket fight. And I'm not too sold on Norma's chin. I feel like when she gets rocked, she shoots, and Aldana has more power than some of these other girls that have been able to fully put her out. We have seen Dumont knocked out cold before by Megan Anderson, and I just think Aldana is going to be able to use that speed, her pressure, land the bigger shots, have the better optics if the fight does go longer. And I think she has a chance to get that early finish, get a knockout in the first round or a club and sub finish. Dumont was able to win her last fight versus Jermaine Durandamy and controlled her for 2 out of 3 rounds, but Durandamy was coming off a pregnancy, and I think Aldana is just a little bit higher level than the opponents that Norma's been beating on this win streak. I think that she's just going to be a little bit too dynamic on the feet, and obviously she's kicking it off for Alexa, for Diego Lopez, and she's had a great camp. She's probably going to have very, very good high-level training and good vibes in the gym throughout the whole time that she's been getting ready for this fight. And I think that's going to be a factor. The crowd is probably going to be a factor. And I'm going to go with Aldana here to get this victory.